Beautiful.
Can she?
Beautiful. She's hurt.
Is in trouble.
She's hurt.
Holly looking to finish.
That there are, for immigrants on the whole,
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
I'll get it out.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to put this on television, but you don't even know what you're talking about. Try getting it out. Go ahead.
I don't know what you heard about me.
Would we not all be worried to have someone like that in charge of the nuclear arsenal?
Mr. Trump.
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there. That I can tell you.
But Jake,
y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low-key, hated on by most of these.
Let's say that Jeb Bush or Hillary or one of these politicians, all talk, no action, all controlled by lobbyists and special interests and donors. People like me from previous months, okay?
My music's so loud, I'm swinging.
I was a businessman. I got along with Clinton. I got along with everybody. That was my job, to get along with people.
But the
I didn't
simple
want
fact
to,
is...
Excuse me, 1 second.
No.
I
The
didn't
simple
want to
fact is,
get...
Donald, you cannot take...
More energy tonight. I like that.
This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club.
somewhere there we'll find a balance tonight.
See me rolling, they hating.
First of all, these lenders aren't babies. These are total killers. These are not the nice, sweet little people that you think, okay?
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
John McCain goes, oh boy, Trump makes my life difficult. He had 15,000 crazies show up, crazies. He called them all crazy. I said, they weren't crazy. They were great Americans. These people, if you would have seen these people, I know what crazy is. I know all about crazies. These weren't crazy. So he insulted me, and he insulted everybody in that room. And I said, somebody should run against John McCain, who has been, you know, in my opinion, not so hot. And I supported him. I supported him for president. I raised $1 million for him. It's a lot of money. I supported him. He lost. He let us down. But, you know, he lost. So I never liked him as much after that, because I don't like losers. But Frank, let me get to it. He hit me. He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Newsflash, the Republican Party's been fighting against a single-payer system for a decade. So I think you're on the wrong side of this if you're still arguing for a single-payer system.
I don't think you heard me. You're having a hard time tonight.
All right.
Say they want that lie, I'ma bring that noise.
There was no question, because I heard when he said the statement. I was watching, and he said the statement, and I said, wow, I can't believe it. I will take care of women. I respect women. I will take care of women. You said you're going to cut funding for women's health issues. You said it. Yeah, except you said it.
I won't deny you. I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me. Got the police busting at me.
One of the things people love about you is you speak your mind and you don't use a politician's filter. However, that is not without its downsides. You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side, when we ride, come equipped with game.
I think Hillary would be a terrible president. She was the worst Secretary of State in the history of our nation. Why would she be a good president? I think she'd be a terrible president.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
I'm at 38, I think, in South Carolina. He's at 3. He's a senator. They have 0. They have 1. They have 2. Why do they keep going? There's something I don't understand. If I was one of them, I would crawl quietly out. I'd probably tweet, I've decided to get out of the race. I wouldn't have a news conference. No, it's true. I'd tweet, I've decided I'm going to get out of the race. And then I'd sneak out to some place with my wife and I'd just go away. And then I see Rick Perry the other day, and he's so, you know, he's doing very poorly in the polls. He put glasses on so people will think he's smart. And it just doesn't work. You know, people can see through the glasses. So he said he shouldn't be allowed on the debate stage. I said to myself, he shouldn't. And then I tweeted, you know, I have many millions between Facebook and Twitter. It's great. It's like owning a newspaper without the losses. It's incredible. Incredible. So I tweeted that Rick Perry should have to have an IQ test before getting on the debate stage.
bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
To subject my wife into the middle of a raucous political conversation was completely inappropriate, and I hope you apologize for that, Donald.
Well, I have to tell you, I hear phenomenal things. I hear your wife is a lovely woman.
She is.
I
She's
don't
fantastic.
know her, and this
She
is
is
a total
absolutely the love of my life,
mischaracterization
and
of what
she's
I
right
said.
here, and why don't
Good.
you apologize
Good.
for her?
No, I won't
right
do that
now.
because I said nothing wrong, but I do hear
So
she's a lovely woman.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. West Side, bad boy killers, you know.
I want to get paid the same as a man, and I think you understand that. So if you become president, will a woman make the same as a man, and do I get to choose what I do with my body?
You're going to make the same if you do as good a job.
It's me, snitches.
They spent, listen to this, $1 million on ads against me in Iowa. Now here's the good news. They used the best pictures. I look so good in those pictures. I'm trying to find where they got them.
Y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low-key.
It seems like this election has been a whole lot about a person who's very high in the polls, but doesn't have a clue about how to govern, a person who has been filled with scandals and who could not lead. And of course, I'm talking about Hillary Clinton.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
I am a Second Amendment person. If we had guns in California on the other side where the bullets went in the different direction, you wouldn't have 14 or 15 people dead right now. If even in Paris, if they had guns on the other side going in the opposite direction, you wouldn't have 130 people plus dead.
See me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty.
I think it's very sad that CNN leads Jeb Bush, Governor Bush, down a road by starting off virtually all of the questions. Mr. Trump this, I think it's very sad. And frankly, I think it's very sad. And frankly, I watched the first debate, and the first long number of questions were, Mr. Trump said this, Mr. Trump said that, Mr. Trump. These poor guys, although I must tell you, Santorum, good guy. Governor Huckabee, good guy. They were very nice, and I respect them greatly. But I thought it was very unfair that virtually the entire early portion of the debate was Trump this, Trump that, in order to get ratings,
Mr. Trump,
I guess.
it's not
in order
CNN.
to get ratings,
Mr. Trump,
guess.
I was on
just think
CNN
it's
last
very
night watching.
Excuse me. I think it's very unprofessional.
But it wasn't CNN. It was me. I watched you last night for 16 minutes.
I think it's very
not
unprofessional.
CNN. It's not CNN. It's America's watching you.
Okay, fine.
It's America's watching.
So I was mentioned, so I can bring up something, I think, right? Look, the simple fact is, if you think this is tough and you're not being treated
This
fairly,
isn't tough and easy.
imagine what it's going to be like dealing with Putin, or dealing with President Xi, or dealing with the Islamic terrorism that exists. This is a tough business to run for president.
I know, you're a tough guy, Jeb.
And we need
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
to have a leader that is principled.
tough.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to the presidency.
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 3, so
Doesn't matter.
far I'm doing better.
Doesn't matter.
So far I'm doing better. You know, you started off over here, Jeb. You're moving over further and further. Pretty soon you're going to be off the end. Oh, Don, you're a little controversial. You're talking about illegal immigration. I said it's illegal.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Tiptoeing in my Jordan. I done came down, tiptoeing in my Jordan.
Too much to say.
Look at those hands. Are they small hands? If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee. I'm going to take such good care of women's health care issues, you won't even believe it.
If you doubt America's commitment, or mine, to see that justice is done, just ask Osama bin Laden.
For this